Here is lesson 151 for arithmetic. Look at letter A. We have three numbers. We have two factors and a product. So what multiplication sentence could we make from these three numbers? 4 times 3 equals 12. What's the other multiplication sentence we could use for this family? 3 times 4 equals 12. Now, what's the opposite of multiplication? 12 divided by, take the first number, the first factor, 4, equals, take the next number, 3. And what's the last division problem? 12 divided by 3 equals 4. When we're doing division problems, remember we start with the larger number and divide a smaller number to equal the other number. Here, give me the first multiplication sentence. 2 times 4 equals 8. What's the other multiplication sentence? 4 times 2 equals 8. Give me the division sentence. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. And then 8 divided by 4 equals 2. Let's look at letter B. Let's measure letter B in inches. We're measuring in inches. We need to make sure we're using the correct side, not the centimeters. And we start at the 0. And this is 12 inches long. We could use the symbol to show inches. Let's measure how many inches this is. Let's look. Make sure we start at the 0 notch. And this is 7 inches long. And if we said how much longer was the first line than the second, how much longer means subtract. 12 minus 7 equals 5. So the first line is 5 inches longer than the second line. Letter C. If you bought something that cost $5.23 and you gave the clerk $10, then how much change would you receive? Well, if you need to receive change, you need to subtract. You gave $10. It only cost $5.23. You need money back. You need change. 0 minus 3, can't do that. Borrow. Can't borrow from a 0. Borrow. Can't borrow from this 0. Borrow from this 1. Make this 0 a 10. Now you can borrow from this 10 and make this 0 a 10. And now you can borrow from this 10 and make this 0 a 10. 10 minus 3 equals 7. 9 minus 2 equals 7. 9 minus 5 equals 4. And then you have nothing over here. So here you would have how much change? $4.77. Let's look at that. We have $4.77 change. How many $5 bills would you have? None. How many $1 bills would you have? 4 $1 bills. So you would have 4 $1 bills, and now we need to find the change. For 77 cents, how many quarters could you make with that? It had 25, 50, 75. So that's 3 quarters. So we're at 75 cents. We're at $4.75. 25, 50, 75. Now we need to get to 77. Can we use a dime to get from 75 to 77? No. How about a nickel? No. Penny. How many pennies do we need to get from 75 to 77? 76, 77. So 2 pennies. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 425, 450, 475, 476, 477. $4.77. Look up here. Which one of these is rounded to the nearest dollar? Actually, there's two of them. Is this rounded to the nearest dollar? No, this is rounded to 50 cents, not the nearest dollar. Is this rounded to the nearest dollar? Yes, it ends in 00, so it's rounded to $19. Is this rounded to the nearest dollar? No, because it's 1 cent. To be to the nearest dollar, it has to have dollars at the end, which is 00, $19, not $7.01. It would be $7 would be to the nearest dollar. Is this rounded to the nearest dollar? Yes. See, it ends in dollar. $413. There's no extra cents. It's just rounded to the nearest dollar. So these two are rounded to the nearest dollar. Go ahead and work on your seat, work and classwork.